Welcome back everybody to my channel. My name is X, you probably know. So I was watching a few of ibxtoycat's Q&A Catterdays yesterday, and he was talking about the end in one of his videos, and he didn't really go super in-depth about it and talk a whole lot about it, and that's what I do on my channel. I talk in-depth, I break down things on my channel, important Minecraft topics, and a lot of people seem to think that the end is going to be updated in 1.18. And I thought the same thing until ibxtoycat brought this point up, and it really made me think, yeah, maybe it's not as likely as we think. I mean, the end needs updated, but is Mojang really going to update it? Because, well, as I'm going to talk about this video, the end update is not as likely as it seems. So you know how we do it around here on this channel. Let's get to breaking it down. I want to start this video by saying that Mojang, with every single one of their updates, try to appeal to all players of the game. Whether it's creative mode, survivalist, speedrunner, really every type of player in the game. But with an end update, well, let's go over some statistics. The end. Only 6.37% of Minecraft Bedrock Edition players have actually made it to the end. Now, we're also going to assume for this statistics test here, we're going to assume that 71.60% of Minecraft players actually play survival. Why? Because the taking inventory achievement has been unlocked 71.60% of the time. We're going to assume based off of that, but, I mean, hopefully Minecraft players who play in survival, hopefully you guys have unlocked this achievement. And if you haven't, well, I say it every time we go over this achievement, but man, you gotta figure some stuff out. I mean, this achievement's too easy to get. We talk about this in a later video. So 71% of Minecraft players even play survival. All right, so we gotta go with 71% here. Well, guess what? Only 6.3% of those players even have been to the end. That's not a large player base. That's actually quite a small player base here, and remember, Mojang tries to appeal to every single player with their updates. If you're a builder, they try to, if you're a builder or you're a creative player, they try to introduce tons of new building blocks. Even if they really have no purpose, they just try to include them to that way, certain players, like creative players or builder players, I'm a builder and I don't really care, but creative players are able to use these new blocks, because if you're only going to add new stuff in a survival, update, well, where's the creative players going to be? They maybe they'll stop playing Minecraft for a little bit because they don't have any new content to work with, because they didn't get a new update. They have nothing new to work with here. So Mojang, it's very smart by Mojang trying to appeal to all the player base. So it's very smart by them, and you also have the players who don't really want a challenge in Minecraft, which I can understand. Not everybody wants to go into Minecraft and in survival mode and face the Ender Dragon, face the Wither, and all this great stuff. Not everybody wants to do that, and I understand. Now, granted, I'm a player who likes a challenge, so Mojang obviously appeals to us players. I mean, we got the Piglin Brute in 1.16. They added that at the very end of the update, and I was super excited with that Piglin Brute. It's a tough mob that I actually have not been able to face in pure survival mode yet. Crazy, I know, right? But I haven't been able to face it yet in pure survival. But for the players who don't really give a crap about a challenge in survival mode, they just want to, cuddle up with some cute animals in Minecraft, well, Mojang also had some pretty useless mobs into the game, which, again, I don't like the useless mobs. They're kind of pointless, but then again, that is the point of them, is to be pointless, so I guess they kind of have a point, and that's the fact that they're pointless. Some players just want to, just cuddle up with these cute Minecraft animals. They don't care. Alright, they don't care about fighting all these tough mobs and giving a crap about a challenge in the game. They're just here to relax, peaceful, play with these cute animals, right? That's what they're there for. And Mojang manages to appeal to everyone. I don't know how they do it, but they do. Well, folks, the end update. You see, 1.18, a lot of people think 1.18 is going to be the end update, which I was one of them until this point was brought up in an ibxtoycat video. The end is clearly late game. We just went over a few statistics just a few minutes ago. It's clearly late game. And not many people get late game. Some players don't give a crap about getting late game. Some players don't care about the Ender Dragon. Some players don't even know the Ender Dragon exists because they just don't care. Which is fine. Not everybody's got to go to the end. But see, Mojang likes to appeal to everyone, which is fine. I like that. I like that it works. Everybody gets something. Because if you leave out a certain player group, maybe some players are going to stop playing because they don't have any new content to work with. Well, guess what, folks? The end is a very late game update. And you see, that's the issue. Not a lot of people have made it to the end. And, well, if Mojang updates it, then not a whole lot of players are going to be getting new stuff. Hey, creative players, they're going to be getting some new stuff. That's great. They'll get new blocks. But what about the players who like to, just cuddle up with some cute animals? There ain't going to be no cute animals in the end. Maybe there will be. Maybe Mojang adds some passive mobs. But what about the ones that just want to go in survival mode, just build a house and vibe? What are they going to get? They're going to get no new content. Then they would have to travel all the way to the end for new stuff, right? Now, Redstone could be very well introduced in a possible end update. But an end update, as you know, is very late game, and Mojang likes to appeal to all the players. Not everyone's going to want to go to the end. Not everybody goes to the end, not everybody cares about the end, so what's the point in adding this end update if probably half the player base isn't going to even care? I mean, a ton of the players don't even care about the end. I mean, only 6.30% of the 71% of survival players have even made it to the end. In pure survival. They don't care. Obviously, a lot of players don't really even care about the end, which is alright. You're not obliged to go to the end or the nether. You don't have to go to any of these places. Minecraft is a game that you make it how you want it. Now, granted, Mojang could turn an end update into an all-around update that I think somehow features every single thing. Here, how about this? Let's say Mojang adds a new cute animal in the end. And it's not hostile at all, it's just kind of something that lives in maybe a new biome, just kind of vibes there, right? I think that might hurt its lore and history, because maybe the end just straight up shouldn't have any new passive mobs. The end, I think, should have hostile mobs, and only hostile mobs. Then guess what? If they add that new cute passive animal in the end, or it's probably not an animal, it's probably some weird creature, if they add it into the end update, well, these players that like to just, vibe with these cute animals, they can go in creative mode, they can just, spawn a ton of them in and just vibe with them, They don't have to do a whole lot. Just go in creative mode, make a nice house with some new blocks, because if you're in creative mode, you can get all the blocks. You have all the blocks at your disposal. Just, build just some random house, and it doesn't have to look good. Just place some animals in there and, do your thing. Now, there's a bit of a dilemma when it comes to Redstone. What if you're a player that just likes to go in survival mode, pure survival mode, and make some cool redstone contraptions, show it off to your friends until they break it all with water bucket? Well, Mojang could add new redstone. There's plenty of potential for new redstone mechanics in a possible end update. I think it would be really cool. But if you're a pure survivalist and you want to make redstone contraptions, and you want to make some new redstone contraptions, well, bit of a problem, because that would require you traveling all the way to the end, and let's say you don't care about the end. Well, if you want to build new contraptions and use these new stuff, you might gotta go to the end. But guess what? We can look at the Nether update. In the Nether update, it seemed like Mojang was encouraging players to travel to the Nether. With this huge new update, I feel like it encouraged a ton of players who probably didn't give a crap about the Nether, probably encouraged them to go to the Nether for this new stuff. And that was a great idea on Mojang's part, so I think Mojang knows that. Mojang definitely knows that not a lot of people go to the end, so I think what Mojang's going to try and do here is encourage people to come to the end. And I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a lot more people come to the end, slay the Ender Dragon, get elytras, fly around. It'd be super fun. But are they going to be leaving out some players? I mean, Mojang kind of had everything with the Nether update. They had the cute Striders for, the players who just kind of want to vibe with some cute animals. And I'm gonna be real, the Strider is the best mob in Minecraft. It's the best mob. And if you think otherwise, your opinion is wrong. It's 100% wrong. The Strider is the best mob. Again, if you think otherwise, you're wrong. The Nether update just kind of had everything for everyone. And could Mojang pull that off with an end update? I mean, we discussed it already. It seems possible. It could seem likely. And maybe Mojang tries to encourage players to go to the end more often, but again, you gotta remember, not a ton of players go to the end. In fact, actually, a ton of more players go to the Nether than they do the end. We know this by looking at the Construct a Nether Portal achievement. 25% of players have unlocked that, compared to 6% of going to the end. Way more players go to the Nether than they do the end. So maybe Mojang's going to encourage players to go to the end, but again, dilemma. Not a lot of people go to the end as it is, and it's a lot smaller number of current players going to the end than it was for the Nether when they updated the Nether. So who knows, maybe Mojang hypes up the end update a big time. I think if Mojang does do an end update, they need to hype it up big time. More than the cave update. They need to hype this, because the caves, everybody goes through the caves in Minecraft, usually everyone. Creative players might not care, but they can use these caves for even cooler stuff, for their creative builds and things like that, right? But no matter what type of Minecraft player you are, most of the time you're going to be encountering caves. I could say at least probably 95% of Minecraft players are going to be encountering caves in their gameplay experience, whether it's creative mode or survivalist or whatever you are. You're going to be encountering caves. So Mojang didn't really need to hype up the cave update. Mojang doesn't really need to hype up the cave update. They don't need to hype it up that much. But see, for an end update, an update where not many people would be going to the end, they would need to hype that thing up a lot. The end, if they were to do a end update, it needs to be hyped up, and it needs to be hyped up a lot. Otherwise, they need to get it out there. They need to make sure even some of the casual Minecraft players who don't even really follow Minecraft news, they need to try and get them to notice that this new end update is coming. Maybe somehow put some messages into the game. I mean, they've got that cool splash text at the top of the screen. Maybe give a few end update things in the marketplace. That'd be cool to see. But I think Mojang just needs to figure out a way to hype up a possible end update if they want the end update to be, I'd say, a success. I think an end update could be successful either way, but if they want it to be even a huge success, I believe that they need to hype it up big time. Because let's be real, folks, we've said it all this video, we're going to say it again. Not many players go to the end. And that means not a lot of players are going to be getting a whole lot of new content with an end update. And that is why, folks, an end update may not be as likely as it seems. Now, Mojang could make an end update a huge success if they just hype it up. And, well, I'm clearly in the conclusion of the video, so I'm going to go ahead and announce it. We're in the conclusion of the video now, folks. This was just my opinion. I just want to hear what you all think. I really want to see an end update, but is it going to be all that likely? I'm a late game player. I like challenges in Minecraft. I like to face bosses and things like that. So late game is my thing. I like to be late game and doing all kind of cool stuff. So an end update would obviously appeal to me more. But if you ask someone who doesn't care about the end, who just, kind of just does their own thing in the overworld, and maybe they're pure survivalists, but they just don't care about the end. Maybe they go to the Nether, but maybe they don't care about the end. Maybe they don't even know the end exists. Then they are probably not going to care if you say, if you ask them if they want an end update, they're probably going to say, no. Because they, one, either don't know what the end is, or two, they just don't care about the end. If they don't care about the end, why would they want it to be updated? No point in updating it if they're not going to go there, right? And plenty of players don't go to the end, so it's clear as day that if Mojang wants an end update to succeed, I think they need to hype it up big time. They need to get it out there, get the news out there that an end update is coming. That's what they need to do. They don't need to do that with a cave update, because a majority of Minecraft players go through the caves, so they don't need to do that with the caves, but with an end update, they definitely need to do that. So, I hope you all did enjoy this video. On the end, my voice cracked, holy crap. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, just subscribing, as it helps out a ton around here. Wow, this video was fun to make. I like talking about the end of this video. Let me know if you got any video ideas. My Discord is in the description. We're back into invite ideas due to we had a bit of an issue a few days ago, but it's all right. It's all cleared now. Hopefully all cleared. And you can go ahead and join down there. My Xbox username is also down there, so if you do want to friend me, play sometime, just hit me up. And my Twitter is also down there. I'm still trying to tweet more interesting stuff, but it's also down there. You know how it do be, though, folks. And I will see you then.